I it's not students film projects in school in Davenport. We encourage the kids to participate in school science fair and with hands-on opportunity to engage with the GSS science standards. I think to kids do it in the classroom, or you start off in the classroom and football because in your past, if I say science fair and it goes home, often the kids and the families who can support and those other kids who are left to their team. And so we bring up the classroom, but the downfall is trying to help support 20 plus students individually with their projects. So, um, science fair is naturally important to the kids. They come with lots of questions and wonderings about the world around them. And I wanted to give them an opportunity to ask a fantastical question and investigate it. Instead of providing them with something to investigate and give them the steps in the process. So they each chose a testable question, and it was really hard in the past to try to get them to distinguish between a testable science question and a researchable question. And so starting this year, it was exciting to me. In this magic school, and,
the way we got started was by asking lots of questions, and then we sorted the questions into different types, like ones that were testable, ones that we could research or ask an expert about already. And then they were given this tool on Magic School, which was the idea generator. We practiced writing prompts so that they could come up with a question that was a topic of interest already. And then they had a series of questions they could read through and then determine which one they wanted to investigate further. The next tool on that site was a research assistant. So then the students were prompted to find key vocabulary words and background information that might help them with their hypotheses. These were some examples. So students were doing a lot of reading, a lot of writing at this time. One student was really interested in chemistry. He wanted to research what type of poop would create the most methane. And, he had this idea and he was already interested in chemistry, but then he started going down this hole of finding more complicated chemistry words, aerobic, and so he did a ton of research, background information before he tested his question out. I think it prompted him and furthered him into his interest. Another student wanted to investigate if her bunny would change eating habits if there were other bunnies around it. And she discovered some research about feeding and dietary needs. That was really exciting to see the students dive deeper than they would have if we didn't have a research assistant. From my perspective, it gave me more time to work more deeply with each student, and I really appreciated that. So instead of just stopping at what, is this testable, is this not, how would you test it, we could talk a little bit more about ways in which you want to test instead of is it testable. The students were really motivated to read and write. Sometimes when they hear the word research, they're really excited until they realize it's just reading. And they're reading a lot, but they were motivated. They chose the topic, their question. They were writing it down in their journals. And because they were excited about their project, there was less behavior management. I didn't have to redirect them. The whole process going through the scientific method was faster, and it was really easy to use for them and for me. From their perspective, it reduced that wait time while I'm going around to each student and checking in on them. They had something purposeful to do, and they became way more independent. The tool is so easy. They could keep asking questions and investigate further without me. That was really exciting. Some of the challenges was just making sure that they were writing clear AI prompts. This was the first big, um, big project that we were using writing AI prompts. So we worked through that. We had to evaluate if it was reliable information. There was conversations about whether or not we could use the background knowledge that they were collecting, if it was reliable, not, where was it coming from. And one thing I I noticed with Magic School at the end of by now, um, AI is giving you the sources that they're getting the information from, which feels better. And we can also click on those links and then verify on our own how trustworthy it was. Yeah, it was sort of a game changer for me to use this tool. I felt less overwhelmed. So even though there was challenges, I would definitely use this again. I would say it really built confidence in the students. It saved us a lot of time, idle time, and they were actively participating in research and communication. So, Magic School AI, I'm definitely using it.